Hello, it's me, David Mellor of Audio Masterclass. You can't see me. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Anyway, I'm going to do this entire video totally faceless. You can tell me what you think in the comments. What I have today is the CZUR, CZUR Aura Pro scanner. And I think it's a document scanner, or you could call it a book scanner if you want to scan a book. A bit too big of a task for me, I think, but there you go, you can do that if you want. It's not a flatbed scanner. Flatbed scanners have different kinds of purposes. This is a document scanner, book scanner, and it will work really, really quickly. What I'm going to do in this review is kind of wander through it. So this is something that I've just been sent, and it's my first experience with it. So I'm not an expert. I'm just a potential user of this device. So we're in for the long haul here. This is going to be quite a lengthy video, and you'll see me scanning various magazines, documents, books, whatever. But on the plus side, you won't see me. I'm not going to cover absolutely everything. I'm going to cover the things that interest me. But hey, this is YouTube, and there are loads of reviews of this scanner, the CZUR Aura Pro. So watch mine, watch theirs, make up your own mind. Buy. My affiliate link is in the description. So pause the video now, make yourself a coffee, sit down and get yourself ready for my long and winding road through the CZUR Aura Pro. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click this button down here and it should start scanning. Looking for a device, that's good. It's found the device. And look, there's the mat and there's a spec. I do hate specs. Anyway, let's scan something and see what we get. You see that little thing just in the corner, just there? That's a bit of gaffer tape holding the mat down because I've just opened the thing and it does it was rolled up in the packaging. So it's curling a bit, but I suspect that won't be a problem after a while. Oh, look, there's another one up there. Anyway, let's get on. I'm going to scan something. I've just picked something at random. Here we go. Oh, look, there's me. I did say it was random, didn't I? So what we can see here is that it has automatically found the outline of what I'm trying to scan. So that is good. I don't have to adjust it. And I can even have it on the skew like that. As you can see, I've tried this out before. But let's not put it on the skew just yet. Let's have it reasonably straight. So I've got two options. Well, I've got lots of options. I'm going to do it in colour. So there's colour. And I can have it flat, single page. So it'll do this whole thing as a single page. Or I can make it facing pages. And I'm going to do both. So let's just line this up. Like that. I don't think it has to be absolutely dead on. But anyway, let's do flat first and we'll see what we get. So press the button and scan. So it is as fast as that. It really is a fast scanner, and there's none of these blasted preview scans that my normal scanner has to do before it'll do a proper scan. Anyway, there it is. Let's do the facing pages. Okay, it's giving me some instructions. That's good, but it is already lined up, so let's scan it. And there we go. We've got those two facing pages already. So I can have a look. Let's have a look at this one. So there we go in the preview window. And what we can see here is that there's a bit of glare on this side, and it might be my work light. So what I think I'll do is turn my work light off and just use the scanner's lights. I think that'll be a better test. Okay, there we go. So I've just got the light of the scanner and there's a little bit of leakage coming in around my blackout curtain. So I think we'll just get rid of these. Can we? No, we can't. Can I do it like that? No, I can't. Can I do it like that? No. Okay, I'd have to say that's a little bit less than intuitive, but this is where we are. I tried to delete them in the Finder, but that didn't work. Anyway, I'm going to press on. It's just going to make things a little bit confusing, unfortunately. So let's do another scan and let's do the facing pages. We're on there already, so here we go. Oh, it didn't work so well this time. Look, it's got It's got all of that, and that's a reasonable quality scan. It's a bit glary just over there, but we might come on to that. And this one, well, look, it's cut me off halfway. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it. So what we can do is we can use the alternative lighting. So that's the top light, and this is the side light, so it turns off the top lighting. So I'll do the same thing again, do the facing pages. And it's done the same thing. So I'm a bit disappointed with that, because in all my previous tests, it has not done that. Let's try it again. Nope, it's done it again. I think it might be because this is a bit dark over here, but I'm going to say that's a bit of a disappointment. Maybe I should try it again with my work light on. Maybe it does need a little bit of ambient light to get it going. That's not unreasonable. I think a lot of people would just want to use it in a normal office environment. So another go. Yeah, that's better. Oh, so, okay, so I think we can say that it does need to be in an ambient light, and clearly my ambient light is in the wrong position. It's coming down from the top right. I'm going to use a different light as my ambient light. Let's try that. So that one is on. Nearly fell over. That one is off. And I'm going to turn this light down. Okay, I think that's about normal. So I'm going to try it again. And I'll do exactly the same scan. So facing pages, here we go. Nope, it has cut it off. So, okay, what I'll do is I won't use any of my fancy lights. I'll just use my ceiling light, like a normal person would. Ooh, hit the microphone. Try it again. Oh, okay, there we go. That's much better. So I think what we know now is we do need just normal ambient lighting. No fancy lights, no video lights, just the ceiling light. And then we can choose which of the lights on the scanner we use. So I'll do one more, and I'll use the top light. That's previously was the side light. Now it's the top light, and I think this might be better. Yeah, in this case, it is better. Not perfect, but better. So it's a glossy magazine, so we are going to expect some glare. That is just going to happen. Now, I'm just going to take some time to figure out how to delete all of these scans that I don't want. Okay, maybe on this page I can do it. Not my favourite, really, but there we go. I shall permanently delete them. Okay, let's do some scanning for real. So I'll click the scan button, and we've got a good setting here. So what I'm going to do now is scan it again, and a bit later I'm going to go in and have a look and see what we're getting here. So we're on facing pages, that's good, and I will scan it. Okay, and it is looking reasonably nice. Let's find something else to scan. All right, here's a good one. Here's a good one. And it's just a single page, so I'll put it on a flat single page. And look, I've put it on the skew there so that it's making life difficult. But look at these tape recorders. Look at them, 4 of them. It's the Revox G36. And guess what? I used to have one. Not in 1965. It was a lot later. I might make a video about this, because what they're doing is they're copying a signal from here to here to here to here. And it's supposed to sound the same as the original. Well, come on, that's never going to happen. But it would be an interesting test anyway. So let's scan this. Okay, nice. We've got that glare again. So I'm going to put it onto the side light. There we go, on the side light. And that is better. Maybe I can move it around a bit and get a position where there's less glare. You see, I think this is where a flatbed scanner is going to win out, because there's no light leakage. But on the other hand, it's a lot slower. Let's scan that. And once again, I'm going to come back and look at these later. Okay, I'm going to scan another single page. Let's have a look at it. Oh, that's the wrong side. That's quite nice in itself, but I wanted to do the rear. And you can put it just anywhere on the mat and it'll work. It's just getting rid of that glare, finding the optimum angle. Tricky, tricky, tricky. It is tricky. I'll try the top light again. No, the side light is better. Okay, look at this. This is a Thorens, or Torrens, as some people might say it, TD150 Series 2 turntable. And look, it's such a delicate piece of equipment that you have to operate it wearing a glove and a bracelet. I used to aspire to one of these back in the ancient history books, and look how much I had paid for it. £47, 8 shillings and 7 pence, including what we used to call purchase tax. Purchase tax, that's ancient history. We have VAT now, 20%. Anyway, let's scan it and we'll have a look at the picture later. Okay, it's amazingly quick. It's amazingly quick. What can I say? It is just so quick. Here's a lovely one. I've got to do this. I really do have to do this. Oh, that's the wrong side. Okay, I have the opportunity here to use a little accessory that comes with the scanner. These are my bedroom speakers. The Sonab OA, was it 5? I can't remember. Something like that. And some expensive stereo sets apparently actually sound like this. They're interesting speakers. I like the way they throw the sound around the room. They're a bit harsh, but they're really old now, so perhaps I should expect that. So what we have here is what CZUR calls finger cots. So quite an attractive colour, I think. Let's just make sure I've got them on the right way around. There's a nice, well, it could be bigger. I was going to say nice big L and nice big R, but I can see them fine with my reading glasses. So what we do with this is you can hold down the page with them. I found you can like drag it out like that. That comes out a bit better. And it doesn't matter that it's a bit on the skew because the software will correct that. And funnily enough, I've just got, because I don't have 3 hands, I haven't been bitten by a radioactive sloth just yet. What I can do is I can use the foot switch, which I've just got down on the floor. So here we go. There we go. As simple as that. So once again, we'll look at that later. Getting into the swing of this now, I'm just going to do a couple more. I'm going to do something a bit more challenging here. And I'm going to do a book. Look, there's a speck. Speck. When I'm making these YouTube videos, it's just specks, specks and specks. And the time I spend with Photoshop de-specking. Okay, here's a book. It's quite flat already. I don't really need to use the finger cuts, but I will. So let's just smooth it out a bit. So hold it there and hold it there and give it a jab with my foot. Oh, it seems to be getting a much wider area. So let's just see what it does. Yeah, it's got my fingers in it as well. So it would get a better result just like that, to be honest. No, I'm not getting that, but this is something perhaps you've got to be a little more expert than I am. So here I am from the future. I had to return to this finger cuts issue, and I'm going to insert this into my video. So what I found was that this little thingy here, and finger removal to remove your fingers, so you can have with finger cuts or without finger cuts. Finger colour is close to the paper colour. Well, I'm not really sure about that. So we won't do that. We'll do it with finger cuts. So that looks all right. And I'll confirm. And I've watched a video from CZUR, and the way they are using the finger cuts is pretty much the same as I'm doing. I'm not sure where I went wrong yesterday, but here we go. I'm going to try it again now. So, just like I was doing yesterday, in the CZUR video, they smooth it out like that. And like that, and they position the finger cuts in the same way. So let's scan it now and see what we get. Well, it's as easy as that. I don't know why it was so difficult yesterday, but there we go. One lives and one learns. So there is now a perfect scan without any fingers and without any finger cuts. Right, back to what I filmed earlier. Anyway, there's a book. Let's try another book. So here we have hit the microphone with my head. High Quality Sound Production and Reproduction BBC Programme Operations Training Manual by H. Burrell Haddon, a Wireless World book from, what's the date on it? Gosh, this cost 42 shillings when it was new. 1962, good grief. That is a long time ago. Anyway, let's find a nice double spread. That's not it. I'm just going to have to do any old one. I did find one on microphone positions, but I might use that to make a whole video by itself. So I don't seem to really need the finger cuts on this one. But again, it's wanting to scan a much wider area. So I'm just going to have to say that I'm not expert enough to know whether I can get rid of that, whether I can solve that problem or not. But in this case, we can just scan it like it is. And look at those lovely tape recorders, a Ferrograph tape recorder and a Levers Rich tape recorder and a central recording room. I can read it better from the page than I can from the screen. And the engineer's control cubicle. Wouldn't you just love to be working in an engineer's control cubicle like that one back in 1962? Anyway, here goes. Let's scan it. I'll use the foot switch again. There we go. Actually, I should have used facing pages. I should have for the previous one, but I'm not going to be too fussy. So we'll line that line, and then we do it. There we go. I've got one last example, and then we'll have a look at these scans in more detail. So this is a more interesting example. It is sheet music, and it's just not too big enough to fit in. So it looks difficult, doesn't it? I've had this music since I was 18 years old, and I just had this idea that sometime in my life I'd like to be able to play, well, one time in my life I'd like to be able to play it. It's Liszt's Piano Sonata in B minor. And I could once play it from the score. But the thing is that a normal performance takes 30 minutes. And for me to play it all the way through with all the right notes in all the right order, it was taking somewhere more like 50 minutes. So it wasn't quite the experience that an audience, if there were to be one, which there will not be, would expect. But even so, it was an interesting challenge, and I feel that I conquered it to the best of my ability. I don't think I'd really try now. But what we can get from this, why you would do this, okay, why would you want to copy a piano score like this? One reason might be is a lot of musicians play from the iPad these days, or tablet these days, and that's very useful because you can use a clicker on the floor to turn the pages. People have been using printed music for how long is it, 400 years now, and what we've always wanted is a device to turn the pages of the music and turn them at the right time. So now we have it, the tablet and the clicker on the floor, the Bluetooth clicker. So I could do that. I could scan it, convert it, and I could click away to my heart's content. It's all perfectly possible. And another thing you might get from scanning music like this is that I've put certain annotations in this, like the fingering here. It's always a good idea to put fingering in your score. So when you're practicing, you're sure to use the same fingering every time, because if you don't, then nothing's going to improve. And look what I've done here. I've even put what note that is. It's an F sharp. When you get so many ledger lines, it's just difficult to see. So it's just for ease. Anyway, let's scan it. There we go. Done and done. Right, that'll do for that. What I'm going to do now is go into the this page. I'm not quite sure what the official title of this page is. But what we can see now is we've got all the images just ready for us to play about with. So that one there is not so good. So I think we can just get rid of that immediately. Confirm. And that. Funny expression. I think this one actually, this one better. It demonstrates the purpose of this scanner. It's a document scanner rather than a fine art scanner or anything like that. Although you could scan your art if you wanted to. So it doesn't matter that it's got those finger cots in the picture because you've got all of the information there. That's my opinion anyway. And that's the one where it didn't square it up. That's a better one, but I forgot to do it as facing pages. And I don't think I did remember to do it. No, I didn't. Doesn't matter. Oh, whoa. Wonky click. And there's my lovely BBC image. Fascinating. Who wouldn't like a time machine at times like this? And there's where I did it in facing pages. And okay, there's my music. And it really is a nicely defined image of that music. So I think what we can say here is that this actually works. It does work. Now, what we have here, I was going to say what we have here is some page curl. But I can't fix that because it's got the finger cots in there. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and generate some page curl. Where's page curl when you want it? When you don't want it, the page is curling like crazy. So look, hi-fi in the USA. What is this from? It is from March 1960. Gosh, they even had hi-fi in the USA back then. Okay, that's about it for artificially generated page curl. So I'm going to scan it and then we'll see what we can do with it in a moment. So let's go back to the back page because I don't know what it's supposed to be called. It seems to have fixed my page curl already. That is really quite square. The text is quite square, I would say. And the text is readable. If I just go back to where we were, scan. You can see here that the page curl, it really is quite a lot. And right here, that's on the edge of what could possibly be reinterpreted as correct text. And let's go back again. And there we go. This is good. So if I look at that now, that is perfectly readable. It's not exactly perfect, but it's perfectly readable if you see what I mean. Now that I'm on here, I might experiment with some different export formats. And I think we will try it with Word. Not that I'm a Microsoft Word user, but I'm sure I'll find on my Macintosh computer suitable software that can interpret it. So let's do that. Oh, a target file. So I'm going to select that one that we're on because it's got lots of lovely text. And we click on there. Identify current language is English. The size is auto adjustment. Let's choose that. Show sort window. I don't know what that means, so I'll just skip over that. I'm not an expert. Who said I was an expert? Untitled. So this is, I'm just going to put it in my documents. And while I'm here, I'm going to do a searchable PDF as well. So it's the same kind of thing. I'll choose best, why not? And confirm. Hi-Fi News 1960, because every file should have a title. And if you don't give your files titles, you'll regret it. Okay, PDF, I don't think we'll learn anything else from that. And TIFF, fine, it's a good image format. Shall I do it? Okay, let's do it. I can open it up in Photoshop in a moment and just get a check on the definition we're getting here. So color, no compression, whatever that is, confirm. Okay, I think that's it. So let's go and look at the images that we've got. Okay, so I've got the TIFF image in Photoshop now. And let's magnify it a bit and see what kind of definition we've got. So let's do a whole column. This is not bad. This is not bad. This is much bigger than the actual print in the magazine. So I'm going to say this is as good as you could possibly expect. So I could I could magnify it some more, but really that definition isn't in the magazine. Oh, you can see the pixels there. So that definition is more than adequate. I'd count myself perfectly pleased with that. Let's take a look at something else. Okay, so I'm in my searchable PDF and I will search. What can I search for? I will search for Lansing because that's a unique word. Oh. An easily spottable word. Well, look at that. That's fabulous. That's fabulous. You can just have an image and you can search for text within that image. I couldn't be more pleased. Let's go and look at the other one. So this is the the optical character recognition version of it. So what we hope from this is that it's taken the image and it's converted it into editable text. In the PDF, I don't believe that text is editable. It's just that it's searchable. But here, this should be editable. So it's in Apple Pages here because I really don't want to get myself involved with Microsoft any more than I need to. I do have a Windows laptop, and I would like to know how to get the Edge browser to go away and stay away. So it's split it up a bit, but I wouldn't be surprised by that. Let's zoom it in. Okay, we can see what we're doing here. So the question would be, is this an image or is it text? So let's pick a word. Oh, look, I've just invented a loudspeaker. The Mellor 537-508 acoustic lens speaker. So it is editable text. It's put a spurious X in there. I can get rid of that. I'll just read a short paragraph just to see whether it is accurate, because I've used OCR before many years ago and it was a bit of guesswork and you couldn't rely on the output. You had to go back and edit it and fix the problems. So I'm just going to go here and read a bit. This is the function of the acoustic lens. The analogy with optical lenses is exact, i.e., full stop, comma, hey, the effective velocity of the wave is slowed down in penetrating the thicker section of the lens so that the wavefront is bent either towards or away from a focus as required. Well, who can complain about that? We know about acoustic lenses now, and we know that the OCR in this software works. Okay, this, I think, is my review of the CZUR Aura Pro. I'm not a professional scanner. I don't do this kind of thing regularly. It's the kind of thing I do once in a while. So I would suggest that you go and look at other people's reviews and get a more rounded viewpoint. But I'm really pleased with what this has done. I don't think it's a scanner for artworks, although it could be if you're okay with that. This is a scanner for documents, and for scanning documents, it is very good, I think. And when I've got documents to scan, I'm pretty sure now that I'll be using this rather than my flatbed scanner. So that's it, the CZUR Aura Pro scanner, at least as far as I can take you at the moment. I was sent this, but other than that and my affiliate link in the description, there's no payment involved. So I can say what I like, and I've said it. See you soon.